Hello,
Good.
Shades. We're here, show the way and kind of clever, and we're here with Crash Bandicoot. Uh,
Yeah.
Dr. Cortex, we haven't determined the cause of past failures.
Mm.
This Bandicoot will be my general. He will lead my Cortex commandos to world domination. This time, I shall reign triumphant.
That doesn't seem good.
We are closer than ever before. Quickly, into the vortex.
Dr. Cortex, the vortex is not ready. We have no idea what it could do.
I gotta admit, I've heard of Vor, but I've never heard of Vor texting.
Did you get Vortex?
Capture him!
Uh-oh.
Prepare the female Bandicoot.
Uh-oh. Oh, well. She'll be fine.
Is the game full screen?
I think so.
Because the bottom seems
I don't... Actually, maybe not.
I was gonna say, because the bottom we can see a bit of it. It's nothing too bad, but it's kind of noticeable from the bright to like a black, like background at the very bottom
Let
of
me
the
look
screen.
it up. How to full screen Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, I'm sure it's in game options. I can probably walk you
There
through it.
we go. No,
There you go. Okay.
I got it. Alright. Inventory. Okay. Oh god. I forgot this game. The first time I played this game, it was absolutely my childhood.
Yeah.
So it's definitely been a while.
I don't think I've ever played it. I think I've only played Kirby, honestly, when it comes to anything like a platformer.
Alright. Well, this game's known as being slightly hard.
Yeah. Definitely
Only
at
slightly,
certain parts.
This way! Oh! Oh, damn. I tried.
Okay.
I think I get a extra good... Okay, that did not help. Still figuring it out, Don't worry about a thing. Okay. Alright. Okay. I got this. I know I do. Uh-oh.
Yeah, you
I might
missed
not
too.
have this. But... Well, I tried. Ow. Just piece me in the head.
That's about right.
You good, man?
Yeah, just quiet. Alright. Since you're gonna do platforming, I'm gonna do a story time.
Okay.
Now
for it.
that we're not playing a game where dialogue is a more common thing to come up.
Come across, right?
So actually, hold on. Let me I wanted to turn down the game a bit because it was a bit high.
Is it? Okay.
No, it's on my end. You're good. I changed it from my end. That's all. So, the other day I was I had seen a review for a anime that I watched called Anohana, the flower we saw that day.
Wait, Anohana. Why does that sound really familiar?
It's a really good anime.
Is that about a? Is that a? I forget.
It's about.
I swear I saw something called that before.
I can tell you it's about. I can tell you, just being limited, I can tell you it's about a ghost.
A what?
A ghost. I can tell you that much.
A ghost.
Mhm.
Maybe I'm not remembering this correctly. Who knows? Oh gosh.
Anyway, but
Okay.
I watched a review for that the other day.
So good.
And I was remembering
Right.
watching it, and even though I said no, I wrote it this way, but I think it was just for reference because it's a very good anime, and
Right.
and the story is
Oh.
great, but it didn't actually make me, well, I cried during it, but it wasn't because of it, like. It wasn't because something happened in the story. It was because it was making me think about my life, because
Well, isn't that the same thing?
no, not really.
Well, not necessarily, but like just the emotion of the characters can get you thinking about your own life and comparing it.
Well, in this
like, your
case, it
emotions of a
definitely wasn't
situation
about
to another.
their emotions. In this case, it was because it was about
What the?
you ran into the
That's
edge of it.
unbelievably unfair.
But no, in this case, it definitely wasn't about their emotions. It was about their situation and how I was sad because I would probably never have it. And I don't mean just because it was an anime because it was unrealistic. I mean, the thing I was sad about is it's very common, and I was sad because I thought I couldn't have it, which was the reason why I say it's this is because whenever I think of anime that would make me cry, this would always be the root, and that being that I'd always be sad that I would never ever have friends, like like that. No joke was a concern where I was like, yeah, I'm just never gonna have friends. and it really bummed me out. And I definitely think I had definitely had some good cries over it where I was like, well, I guess I'm never gonna have friends. And whenever it came to whenever I would cry about it, it would always be the fact that, like, in the anime it would be like, there's like a good set of friends or whatever, and I would be upset the fact that I would probably never have something like that. I was like, well, I missed out my chance to make friends, and it's like never gonna happen. Oh. Did we lose you? We'll be right back. And we're back.
What happened?
It froze, and we didn't see anything. We didn't basically see a bit of the anime there. Basically, as soon as you started talking, we cut out.
Did you hear what I said at least?
No, not word.
Oh my god. I said, Joe, you got me at least. Your weird butt friend who likes history and other weird shit, I guess.
But anyway, I continued on because this is quite a bit of a story. I have it all written down here.
Right.
But then it was only until recently I was thinking of that and realized since I was lucky enough to make I was lucky enough to meet you, Connor, and actually make a friend. Right. I realized that clearly I can make friends. And after realizing that, and I was thinking about it, I was like, well, it's just that I don't really want to be friends with the community I'm around as of right now, you know? It's not that they're bad, it's just not my group, you know?
I understand that.
And it definitely was good to say that because just because of the fact that I totally accepted the idea that I could never have friends. Like, that was a legitimate thing I thought could be true. Like, and the reason why I thought this was because in school, I basically always stayed in to myself and played my games and never went out. So I never really made friends. I just stayed online and never really did anything with others. And it's not that I don't wish I never played games. I definitely don't. But it gave me the concern that because I've never found a convenient place to really meet new people, it's like, well, I thought you can only make friends at, school. It's the easiest place to meet people because everyone has to go to it,
It is an easier place.
And
doesn't mean it's the only, though.
Yeah. And then I think a month ago I saw a video talking about why friendship is hard, and I was like, the guy was saying how he was saying how one of the reasons why it can be difficult is that later on in life, like in the very beginning, your friends are commonly like just out of like it's a common place and it's convenient. Yeah, it's like, hey, we're both in detention. You want to be friends, Or hey, we both hate this class. You want to talk about it?
Right, it's just circumstantial based on like what you have to deal with and like what circumstance you're put in. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And later on, you can still have that kind of a friend, but it has to develop further. It can't just be that. You have to like if you have the same interests, obviously you can still be friends. There's nothing against it. It's just that if you're still going off of we just know each other from school, that's not a good way to.
Good.
It's not the best way, I could see it, people. But it's also probably like they're not your. I feel like if it's just that you recognize them, it's not a friend. It's like, oh hey, I know that kid, or maybe
you're an acquaintance. It's more of an acquaintance.
Yeah. But
not
anyway.
really a friend you'd make with in any other circumstance other than the fact that you're together.
Mm-hmm. But I thought that was interesting because I was thinking about it. I was like, that actually makes a lot of sense because because it's one of those things where I never really thought about why it was so easy to make friends at school. It was just kind of like that's just how it works, And I was like, I never really thought about it, but after I heard the video, when I listened to the video, I was like, that makes quite a lot of sense. Because in the beginning, you haven't really developed your character very much, so it's not like you can exactly you can't really go off of what you like yet because you don't know what you like yet, or if you know, it's to a limited extent that you can't really guarantee is like who you want to be.
I just pulled a diamond out my ass.
Yeah, it's about right.
Was born in April. Oh well.
Yeah, I think I covered all this.
I hated that level. That level was hard. Shit.
So this is a question that I have a pre-written answer for, but I'm just gonna ask the question at first. So, do you think trauma has to be something has to be something big?
Well, it depends. Everyone discusses, well, what does it mean for it to be a huge event? You're asking if it has to be a huge event to cause trauma.
Yeah. That is true.
Basically.
That's definitely the question. Thanks for making the question more clarified. I couldn't think of a better word for it.
Well, it doesn't really matter. You don't have to be in an extremely bad situation to be traumatized. But the worse the situation is, the more traumatized you are. That's absolutely true.
Okay. I asked because if it wasn't clear, I mean you might know already, but if it wasn't clear, I was definitely bullied when I was younger. And I was in a very bad situation where I was being basically outnumbered and I was being bullied like every day in one of my previous in one of my classes. And at the time I had this naive idea that I couldn't tell anyone about it because I didn't want to like bother them. Like I was like, I can't tell them because like I have to, they have their own stuff to deal with, you know?
Right. You don't.
But
like that itself is trauma. You're right. Okay, so that's
you must
just
not have broken
nothing.
enough boxes or something.
I don't remember there being a box that I needed to break for it though.
But anyway.
But yeah, I mean, I was bullied extremely bad for a lot of stuff in my childhood too.
Okay.
I was just always like the weird kid that everyone disliked, and that's fine. That wasn't even the worst thing. Like I've dealt with like trauma from people at home and all sorts. So it's just like any event can lead to trauma, just depending on you yourself. There's a lot of things that like can cause it. Depends on history.
And the other reason I asked is because like when I was thinking, because the stereotype of like trauma is that it has to be like some super major event that was like that's like super massive, and I was like thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't think bullying's like, because of how bullying's talked about.
Isn't.
It's like oh, you know, it's just part of school, you know. It's kind of like.
It's not, and it is traumatic. And it's traumatic and completely unfair. But at the same time, it's not the worst thing that could have happened.
No, that is true. It's not like the worst thing in the universe that can happen, but it is still trauma.
That's
still
still bad. It's still trauma. It's still bad. It's still traumatizing, and it's not really fair to compare trauma. Trauma is trauma.
Yeah. But anyway, but yeah,
right.
and it definitely affected like me because I mean, at the time I think I was just bullied for like being a target. Like I didn't really act weird or anything. It was just kind of like this one group just kind of decided, hey, there's this one person, we should just all pick on them. And it was like, all right. like there were, like whenever I think of it, it just was like really no reason. But anyway. But ever since then, like, well, not ever since then, I've gotten over it nowadays, but, after, like, that, I kind of turned into a diet version of myself that, like, was basically a shadow. It's one of the reasons why I picked up the name of, because it blends into the background, you know? It's something that you don't really look for, and that it's easy that you can hide.
That kind of happens.
Yeah.
Right.
And because at the time I was also kind of trying to use, whenever I think of it, it's kind of just, I think of Shadow the Hedgehog because he was quite the edgelord, and it was like a defense mechanism. And
defense mechanism to be an edgelord. Sheesh.
Not that I was one. I was never an edgelord, but I definitely kind of wanted to be one. I like pretended I was one whenever I'd listen to music, and then like afterwards I'd be like, okay, gotta look normal, can't stand out, you know. Like how I actually dressed was kind of like a background character, but like whenever I listened to music, I was like, I'm gonna be an edgelord, and when in reality it was like I did not act anything like that. But anyway, and because of that, for quite a long time, I was basically, like, limiting what I could be when it came to going outside, where it's like, okay, give, like, only 10% of yourself outside, you know? Do not do anything special. But anyway.
Right. Yar! Alright. Yar! Oh, that's safe. That's still safe. There you go!
This is cool.
You can still see everything, correct?
Yeah, we're still
Making
good.
sure.
I'm reviewing my notes to make sure I covered all the points for this story.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think the reason I was really debating with myself was because of how easily it can be like, oh, you know, that's just school, and the stereotype of, oh, you know, where it's like, oh, you just kind of gotta get through it, you know, and that it's like,
Right.
that's true, but you know, it's not like, what's the word?
It's the all
There-
end all.
Yeah.
Alright, that works, that works. I'll take it. Alright,
So,
Don't
So this
I don't know how I
was
was
this
supposed to
was
get
a
more of
question that got asked on my campus, which was,
Hey.
do you think cussing is wrong?
Testing?
No, cussing.
Maybe not testing itself. Oh, cussing. No, I don't really care about words at all.
Okay.
Fucking ugh. Oh, ugh. Poor dude.
Now my standout
23
was
boxes.
that I said no, just because because of how, like we've talked about in Road
Yeah,
96, how wrong
you
is really subjective.
Question. Yeah, this is a very similar question to what you asked before.
Well, it's
What's
more,
happening?
Well, before I was focusing on if you think wrong was subjective, and this is where I basically asked that to bring it up, and then I was going to use it later on as a point of reference. Because it's easy, people can be like, oh no, it's not subjective, but I mean, if you have to ask yourself if it's wrong, if something is wrong, or like what qualifies as wrong, then clearly it's subjective. But anyway, we've already talked about that point. Anyway, I brought that up. But anyway, like I said in that other time, I think I did bring up part of the story, which was the whole fact that someone was like saying, how is it subjective? Or was like questioning it, and I brought up the fact, the main fact.
You brought something like that up,
Yeah. But anyway, the other, let me pull it back up, make sure I didn't cover this already, because I don't think I did. I think I just focused on the word wrong, but I may have covered it.
Oh, this is okay. I did it though. I did it. I'm a lot better at this game than I remember.
No,
I remember
I guess
I used to suck ass.
I'm trying to think, because I've told it.
Let's fucking go.
I'm gonna say I've told
Let's
you.
fucking
so
go.
I'm gonna move on to a different story.
Go ahead.
Anyway, now this one I know I didn't say on video, but I know I've told you it. So just for, so the question was, should you have to fight to get your freedom?
No. Some freedoms I say should be guaranteed. Like in America, there are freedoms and rights that are guaranteed. Or at least they're told to be guaranteed. Because if someone has the power to take it away, then it's not guaranteed.
Yeah. but anyway, and so the only reason I bring it up now is because of the whole the dark humor that I used during the debate, which was personally me. When I was in the debate, I said no just because as of who I am, I know I wouldn't fight. So like, why would I agree with something that would go against me? You know, if you know yourself, you answer based on you.
No, the checkpoint was right there.
But anyway, but some people agreed with it, and they were talking, and how they were phrasing it. It was like that people take their freedoms for granted, and how people need to earn them and whatnot, and I can understand that to an extent, because obviously it definitely is understandable. Like, people can't take them for granted, and it's not hard, but I still wouldn't agree with that they need to fight, you know? Like,
right. The fact that you say you need to fight, no. I don't think that's that. I don't think that's true.
But then as they were talking, but as we were talking, I was thinking of people who have like disabilities.
You've gotta be shitting me! Why is this one jump the hardest fucking thing I've done?
Because you don't commit. You gotta commit when you do it. When you slide down, you gotta use the momentum. See?
Well, that's the thing. I can't keep the momentum because the spike thing goes as soon as I'm ready.
No, I don't think it does.
Yeah, it does, because I tried that.
No, look, you had plenty of time there. That was you. That you had time there, alright?
Not the second time. No. Only
but you recovered it. You act as if you couldn't do anything about it, but you clearly could recover it, and you could have committed.
I could have recovered, and I couldn't have committed. I could not have. I tried committing, because I did try doing that. It did not work.
But anyway, I was thinking of people with disabilities, and I made a joke, and as my humor was, I decided to make a joke, and I was like, "Alright men, send out the blind fire! And then the wheelies!" And I gestured out as if I was rolling out a wheelchair. And it actually got some laughs, which was quite funny, because I wasn't expecting that community to be a big fan of dark humor.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Anyway, and some people, and it was one of the best part was that some people weren't getting the joke, but when they would ask their friend and they got it afterwards, they actually would laugh at it, which was like, okay, you know, so it's not just me.
If you had to explain a joke, and it's so funny, then it was probably a good joke.
Yeah.
I found that to be that's true.
Alright.
Usually not the case, but it is true.
Yeah, there are cases. There are scenarios.
Right.
Have you ever burned yourself out on something?
Oh, all the time. That's the only way I know how to work.
Oh.
Which, like, isn't a good thing, but, you know. That's how I exist.
You exist burnout constantly.
Yeah? Something wrong with that.
Yeah, just a bit. It's not exactly the greatest balance if you're constantly burnt out. For me, it's definitely true about... It's definitely true when it comes to, like, me and games, because, like, sometimes when I, like, keep playing new games, it's like... Or, like, if I've played, like, one thing when I was younger...
Alright.
Was, like, the only game I had was, like, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and in that, the best thing I could do was like play campaign. That was like the funnest thing to do. So it's like after you've played it a couple times and you know what's your favorite parts, even it's like after like a few times, it still gets boring. It's like,
Right.
you know, it's not breaking news. It's just very plain.
Yar. Right. Okay. Well, I felt that way with a couple games, like Mega Man X.
Oh, okay.
I usually don't get bored of it because it was hard as balls.
Yeah.
But still, like after a while, even that would get boring.
I will say one bad habit
I
that's...
fucking hate this show.
I will say one bad habit that I've picked up, like, from playing a bunch of games is, like, my endurance to play something that's difficult. Like, because I've played so many games, it's like, I'm so used to, like, if I can't get past something, I'm just
How am I fucking this up so bad?
I'm just so used to just stopping playing the game and just doing something else.
Right.
Which is quite a downside, because, like, I tried playing a game today on a hard difficulty to see if I could do it, because I had played it before, and I sucked so much. Like, it was so bad.
I think there's only one game I rage quit. That was getting over it with Bennett Foddy.
Oh,
I think that's the only game I ever rage quit. And honestly, I don't regret it.
Mm-hmm.
I might touch back up on it again, but honestly, fuck that game. It sucked.
Yeah.
Hey!
Whoa, you went high. Nice.
Alright. Worth it.
Okay. Okay. It's fine because you haven't even gotten to the hard part.
What?
What?
Okay.
Huh?
That was already offered in my opinion.
I was gonna
but
say
that's
you
my
were
opinion.
definitely above that by quite a distance.
Okay.
Okay, that was definitely
Right.
you
That one
burned
was
you
on me.
hard on that one, but I mean, the first one and the second one were kind of unjust. Wow,
Oh my.
that's a lot.
Oh my. Yard. Okay, run. And then yard.
You get one more chance in the video.
All right.
If you die, we'll have to end
I'll
the
be
video.
out of this level. All right.
That's the only
Well,
parameter
it's
you're
too
getting.
bad. Too bad I'm just too good at this game, huh?
Yeah, we're still 3 minutes over. I could have definitely pushed it back. If I was trying to stay strict, I could definitely have pushed it. But I decided to let it run because we're already only gonna get 3 episodes and there's gonna be some extra time anyway, so.
Right. Yar, yeah, yep. Don't worry, I got this. Still. I've still got this. Still. Alright, there it is. Over here. Where is it? There's the next one. Uh-oh.
Oh, did 1, 2, and 1.
Why?
You don't go all the way. Oh, you did every one but the bottom one. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
No!
Oh my god. Dude, come on.
I'm the best,
Is the
best in the world.
Is the second episode gonna be 40 minutes long?
I hope not. No, I got this. See, the end! The ending!
Uh-huh. But you're not at the ending. You're okay. Yes,
Yes.
you are. You are now.
Okay.
I was just waiting for you to fall again.
I swear. I died.
Alright. Let me pull up the
Okay.
end card.
Right.
Alright then. But anyway. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you'd heard of Hana.
Hana.
Oh no, I don't have it up still, so I'm not sure. But anyway, I wouldn't be surprised because
Right.
I don't think it's red. I'm pretty sure it's not all that new. I'd be surprised because I remember seeing it a few years ago.
Right, I'm pretty sure.
But-
like I've heard of it multiple times. I'm almost certain.
But it's definitely a good watch. I definitely would recommend it.
Right. You have the title screen up?
Yeah. What title screen? What,
Okay.
huh? What do you mean? End card? Huh?
Or the title card? Yeah.
Yeah, end card.
title
Okay,
card.
yeah,
End
that's
card.
up. That's up.
Whatever.
That's why I've been talking.
Okay, making sure.
Anyway, we'll see you next time, Phil Shades.
Bye.